The Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome along to the Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
We've got so much to talk about today, including the fact that Guy found love in a Christchurch place.
I found love in a Christchurch place.
He found love in a Christchurch place.
He found love in a Christchurch place.
place. I found love in a Christchurch place.
Let's listen to the podcast.
Enjoy the podcast, everybody.
I didn't find love.
Yes, you did. You found it with Anna.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the edge. Guy, Sharyn and Clint's awesome apologies. I'm sorry.
Your chance right now to clear the air and use the radio to make an apology for something that maybe happened over the weekend.
It gives you good karma, I reckon. Text into 3343 with what you'd like to apologise for.
Or you can call to 0800 The Edge or join the yarn on Twitter. Just use the hashtag GSC Show.
I'd like to apologise to Colin Craig for telling everyone that he was gay for Jesus.
When did you do that?
On Friday, I'm trying to get him to sue me for defamation, and that was the best I could do.
You're trying to get him to sue you for defamation.
Yeah.
I want to apologise to the security guards at the Summerstein festival that we were at on the weekend. We didn't have any prizes to give out on the stage, so I gave out. I gave the crowd a bottle of Mr. Muscle that I found.
Yeah.
And
they loved it.
I thought they loved it, but it got thrown back as a projectile and hit the head security guard in the throat. So sorry.
I don't. Is that all your apologies done? You don't have any other apologies?
Yeah, that's all I've got to apologise for. I told you this. I'm not sorry for what happened to you.
You owe me an apology.
Sharyn was in my hotel room.
Let me tell the story. We had come back from Summerstein and we were in Clint's hotel room. I was just going into the bathroom and hanging up in the bathroom in pure eye line of where the toilet is was this toilet bag. It was fully open. I didn't go through it and I thought that I saw like a packet of condoms. And I was like, why have you got condoms? And I was just joking. And then I was washing my hands and I was just about to pull my jeans back up. And Clint burst in to the bathroom. I hadn't even flushed yet. And I was standing there with my pants at my knees, in my undies, washing my hands. It's like, what do you mean?
I'm not sorry for that, though. I'm not sorry for busting in. It's my bathroom, and stop going through my stuff.
I wasn't going through your stuff. It was hanging there. It was anyone that went into the bathroom could have seen it.
Why were you using his bathroom? I feel like you should apologise to him for using his bathroom.
I just needed to go for a quick
apologise to Clint.
What for?
For using his bathroom.
No, because we were in his room. I don't need to apologise for that.
right.
Say sorry.
No, I'm not saying sorry. Let's go to the phones instead.
You're a creep. 0800 The Edge. Todd, who would you like to apologise to?
I would like to apologise and congratulate Guy Williams.
Oh, what are we apologising to Guy for?
At Summerstein on the weekend, one of my mates come up and hit him in the nuts.
Oh, that is so mean.
That guy, I genuinely hate that guy. That guy, he hit me in the balls.
I'll pass it on to him, but if he's listening, my mate Nick.
Pass it on to Nick that I think he's a D-bag and he should genuinely apologise to me because I hate him. It's the worst thing anyone's ever done to me. It really hurt.
Todd, maybe you should just nut tap him on the way back when next time you see Nick.
No, just don't nut tap anyone. Don't tap people's nuts.
And what's the congratulations for, Todd?
Guy Williams gone on about how he's not a ladies' man or anything. When I went up to speak to Guy, me and one of my friends, won't name her here, but Caitlin, hooked up with a guy on the Ferris wheel.
That's right.
I remember this one.
That's right.
That girl we awkwardly made you pash on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, we
I didn't pash. I kissed her on the cheek.
No, you guys kissed on the lips.
Yeah,
We have a video of it. But that was after Clint and I chanted pash, 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 pash at him.
And it was so awkward because we got to the bottom of the Ferris wheel and apparently she had a boyfriend.
Yeah, he was waiting at the bottom of the Ferris wheel for her.
That was so awkward.
Todd, thanks for your call, man. If you missed just before, Dog wanted me to apologise for bursting on her in the bath. I'm not apologising to you. It was my bathroom and you were yelling out that you were going through my stuff.
No, I didn't. I yelled it and I asked you a question about your open toilet bag that was hanging up in the bathroom for everyone to see.
You said, why have you got condoms in here? It wasn't actually condoms, it was a razor. But
it was antihistamine.
Why would it be weird that Clint would have contraception?
No, I was just giving him I was just joking with him.
But anyway, I felt the need to burst in the door. People are texting and going, why was Sharyn washing her hands before she'd pulled her pants up? And I don't know why either.
I've been drinking for half the day, but I think that you burst in just as I stood up, and so then I just turned around and pretended to wash my hands and forgot that my jeans were still down.
You're like, this'll cover it over perfectly. No one will ever no.
She's worried I'd seen something, but all I remember seeing is the real milky white side of your bum cheek.
Guys, Sharyn and Clint's awesome apologies.
Remember when I walked in on Cooge in Fiji too?
I just walks on everyone naked. And yes, I'm a white person and I don't get much sun.
Yeah.
I'm quite white. Oh,
Anyway,
God.
let's take some more apologies.
So still owe me an apology. Michael, who are you apologising to?
I'd like to apologise to Clint.
Why?
At Summerstone, I was chatting to Guy and Clint was standing next to him and didn't actually realise it was Clint and thought he was just tagging along riding on Guy's coattails.
That's all good, man. That's what everyone thinks. A number of people who said to me, hey, dude, can you take a photo of me and Guy? And I was like, yeah, sweet ass, man.
It just got to the point where I was like, I can't. It was like walking with a toddler when you walk somewhere like that with Guy, because you walk 3 spaces and you got to stop and wait for him. So we just ended up leaving him.
All right, hey, apology accepted. Thanks, Michael.
He won't do that one again, Clint. Vicky, who would you like to apologise to?
I need to apologise to my friends and my fiancé for imbibing in too much of the free wine at their wedding on the weekend.
Ooh, good apology.
no.
Enough said. Move on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's good.
And sorry for being on my phone while I'm driving as well.
Oh, Vicky, too many apologies to make. You hang up right now.
That's really dangerous.
Sophie, who do you want to apologise to?
I want to apologise to everyone at the warehouse in Kapiti on Sunday.
The warehouse in Kapiti. Why?
Because I'd obviously eaten something that didn't agree, and every few steps I took, I popped off again and again. And it was horrible because then you'd see everyone leave the aisle.
Sophie, that's yuck.
Did you do that classic look around and be like, oh, who was that? And it wasn't you, and so you're like blaming it on someone else?
I kind of blamed it on one of my children. I had to. They were really bad.
Oh, Sophie, that's fine, mate.
Sophie, well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. You are disgusting.
All right, another edition of Awesome Apologies done. Thank you for all of your apologies.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the Urge.
So I want to brag about it. I was on the cover of the newspaper yesterday.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah, I don't know if you could call that a newspaper.
Did you like how I said I want to brag about it? So Sharyn couldn't say afterwards, stop bragging about it, mate. And she had nothing to say. She had no what to say.
No, because I didn't. I wouldn't really call the Sunday News a newspaper.
Well,
I mean, it's made of newspaper.
It's news printed on paper, so it's a newspaper.
Front page story, front page cover.
You're the front page story.
Yeah.
And it's about whether you're the sexiest guy on TV or not.
Yeah.
And it's a picture of TK, the hunkiest man that ever lived.
Correct.
With no shirt on, seductively pulling his jeans down around his crotchal region.
He's like, do you want me to pull it lower so you can see my genitals? And we're like, no.
No, but a little bit yes. And then
Nothing we haven't seen on Shorten Street with him before anyway.
next to him, they haven't even scaled it so you're the same size. A small, cropped out, photoshopped in picture of Guy in a skivvy with a towel around his neck.
It's just last week we had Ben Mitchell on the show, who plays TK on Shorten Street. You were talking smack to each other. Now seeing a photo of you guys next to each other, I don't even know how you're in this category. No offence or anything.
That towel around my neck is my comedy award, the Visibility Award.
Yeah, but if you want it to be steamy and sexy, you should just have the towel on and not the skivvy underneath with your hair.
How great would that be if that was my photo shoot? No, I'm just completely naked, but I've wrapped myself in my Billy T yellow towel.
You have your hands
It's like
in your...
sacrilegious, bro.
You have your hands in your pockets like you're looking for your keys, and Ben Mitchell's like pulling the front of his down like he's going to reveal his
That's why
diddle.
people need to vote for me, because he's too cocky. By the way, vote right now. If you have already, vote for me again. Best on box. What is it? bestonthebox.co.nz.
Yeah.
Bestonthebox.co.nz. Please vote for me.
Apparently you two are first equal at the moment.
Yeah, and
Well, you were before that article
we haven't
came
even
out.
touched. We haven't even touched on the article. He's so cocky. He wrote, Mitchell said he would invite Guy Williams to, quote, my victory party. So here's the thing that annoys me about this. Here's the thing that annoys me about this. If he wins, he probably will have a victory party, and he probably won't even invite me. He said in the paper he will, but I doubt very much it will happen. It's one of those things.
No, but think about it. It's like Brad Pitt being against Jonah Hill in a sexiest competition. Like, everyone knows who's going to win.
I'm going to win. Please vote for me to prove these haters wrong.
Yeah, but he's first equal without begging for votes. You're begging for votes like 3 times a day.
In the newspaper, It's not. I'm begging all I want, and I'm going to beat him. In the newspaper, it said Williams did not respond to an approach from the Sunday News. They didn't even try and contact me. They just thought I was so pathetic. They couldn't even be bothered giving me a call. They know I've got nothing on. I've got nothing going on in my life.
How awful would it?
I was lonely all weekend.
How awful would a TK from Shortland Street victory party be for how sexy he is? To get into the door, you just have to tell TK that you think he's sexy. Do you think I'm sexy? I really think you're sexy. All right, come on in.
I don't even know how he got nominated, the Shortland Street nomination. They should have totally given it to that Cameron Jones guy. The guy that he's in like Cleo Bachelor, he's Dallas, the
Thank God I'm not against him, eh? That guy's bloody good looking.
I don't think they put him in there because there'd be no competition.
Bestonthebox.co.nz. Vote for me now. Don't vote in any other categories, just the sexy man one. Thank you.
We were talking before about how guys nominated for the sexiest man on the TV, and we're giving you a lot of stick for it.
Yeah.
Turns out you've actually got quite a big support base out there as far as the sexy stakes go.
Well, I'm wearing them down. I'm, what's it called? Shawshanking, where I just slowly chip away at them until they fall in love with me.
Well, maybe sometimes people might say that. Actually, I think it is, because I saw a video of you the other day, and I was like, he's actually got quite a nice body for a tall guy. Like,
was that the naked video from John and Ben at 10?
Yeah, you were naked. If you haven't seen Guy Naked, that's on our Facebook page right now. Yeah. But I was like, you've actually got quite a nice body. Not real lanky, not real skinny. Like, you're really in proportion for a tall guy.
I'm like a giraffe. Like a massive, lanky, sexy sex giraffe.
We've got a couple of phone calls here.
Sex giraffe. Laura, you're engaged to be married, but would your vote still go to Guy for sexiest man in the box?
Yes, of course.
Really?
Yeah. Why would you vote for Guy over TK?
Guy is a lot funnier, and I think funny is quite sexy.
Oh.
And yeah, I think would be two peas in a pod, but I'm engaged.
It's not often I find a woman who thinks that I'm funny. How engaged are you?
I do have a ring on it. But yeah,
that's pretty serious.
Maybe we can meet up sometime.
Oh, I'm keen as two beans.
Are you serious, Laura?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, hey, we'll get your number and we'll give it to Guy.
I love you, Laura.
Your poor husband.
Oh, thanks.
She didn't say it back, though. She doesn't love you, too. Hey, Tom, what do you think about Guy's chances for sexiest man on the box?
Well, even though TK's a little bit cocky, I'm going to sit there and vote my ass off for Guy.
Yes!
Is this just a classic thing of like a guy trying to beat down a really, really good-looking guy just to help out the underdog?
No, I just reckon that Guy should win because he just seems like the better man.
Okay. Would you go gay for him, Tom?
No, I'm married.
That is a good dodge of the question, Tom. Thank you so much for your call, and if you want to vote for Guy, just go to bestonthebox.co.nz.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the edge.
One of our friends had one of the most awful things said to her at her work last week, and when she told us this on the weekend, all three of us just gasped because we couldn't believe that somebody would say that.
She brought it up kind of nonchalantly and jokingly.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things where you get told it and you've got to dismiss it as a joke because it can be quite hurtful otherwise.
It happened at the workplace, and the real bad thing is she works for our company.
I would have cried if it was me, and I probably would have slapped the dude as well. But one of our friends has been working really hard at the gym, and she's been eating really well just because, it's good to get some exercise and stuff. She's been going to the gym every day, and she'd be going to lunch break and all that sort of stuff.
She's a babe too.
And one of the guys that walked past at her work and was like, "Where are you going?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm just going to go to the gym." And he goes, "Why are you going to the gym? You've been going so much lately and it's clearly not working for you." And she was like, "Pardon?" He goes, "Well, it's not. Look at you. It's like, it's not working for you." And she was going every single day, and she was just deflated straight away and called him the C word and walked away.
Oh, wow.
But
Fair enough.
I just cannot believe that somebody would say that to somebody. Like someone who's clearly trying really hard. Why are you going to the gym? It's clearly not working for you.
That's horrific.
It is
the
really worst thing I've ever heard.
Why do you feel entitled to say that as well? Like, it's clearly none of your business.
If you guys, I hope, would never even say that to me.
Do you think?
And we work together every day and good friends.
Do you think? No, we'd never say it to you. Do you think he was hitting on her?
How could he be hitting on her?
How could he be hitting on her? He basically just called her fat.
There's a word for it, like negging. Where this is going to sound crazy. I did not invent this. I've just heard about it. It's where you use like kind of put downs and insults to try and almost like chip away at somebody. Normally it's a male to a female. Sorry, dudes, but it's normally dudes who kind of do these kind of dick moves. You chip away at their kind of self-esteem so they'll lower their standards and want to impress you as well.
Surely that's not a real
What
thing.
did you call it? Negging.
Negging. I'm just on Urban Dictionary right now. It's called, they define it as low-grade insults meant to undermine self-confidence of women, so she might be more vulnerable to your advances.
That cannot.
gross, eh?
I just do not believe that is a real thing. That's so schoolyard, like the whole throw a stone at a girl because you like her or push the girl over in the playground.
For example, the man says, "You're nearly as tall as me. I like tall girls." So you lift them up, and then you go, "Are those heels 4 inches or 5 inches?" And then you drop them down again. You know, like you're trying to subtly. This guy wasn't subtle in our example.
Yeah.
The gym guy, he was not negging very subtly at all.
I wonder if people do it, and I wonder if it does it work for? It doesn't seem like it's something that would work, but I suppose it would. You make someone feel like shit, and then you make them think that you're the only person that's going to make them feel any.
We definitely need to investigate this because I'm very concerned that this is a real thing that people are using. So negging, have you heard of it? Have you done it, or do you know someone that's had it done to them? Call us 0800 The Edge or text us to 3343.
Negging.
It's even a stupid name. We are talking about a new dating trend, well, a way to pick up girls called negging. And I just didn't believe this was a real thing where basically, correct me if I'm wrong, Guy, you chip away at the girl's self-esteem by giving just little negging kind of comments to the point that they just lower their standards and date you.
It's basically bullying. Also, you try and make the person want to impress you. You know, because that's one thing. Whenever someone talks you down, you always want to get them back and prove them wrong.
Yeah,
and it's a real sinister plan, I think.
I can't believe this is a real thing, and we have got a few calls on it. Anna, tell us about negging.
Hi. Well, you know the website Reddit?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a subreddit called R Seduction, and negging is one of the ways that that they advise people that they could pick up girls.
Wow.
And there's an even worse one called the Red Pill, which is basically a bunch of guys who hate women and they call them hamsters.
Oh my God.
They say they're all gold diggers and they're all stupid and they idealise the traditional woman and they recommend negging.
Really?
Oh,
So there's like a whole online community of people that do negging.
Yeah.
This is terrible. I can't believe that is a real thing. Thanks, Anna. Audrey, did this happen to your friend?
Yeah. So, they're both my friends. I do rowing with them. And the guy goes to the young girl one time. He was just like, you've got a really pretty face, but, you've got elf ears.
What?
What?
And then he said the same thing. He was like, about, her smile. He was like, you've got a really nice smile, but your gums are real big.
Oh.
So he's like one hand up, one hand down kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a backhanded compliment.
And have they ended up getting together or anything, Audrey, or has she started trying to impress him?
Not so much. I think he's trying to get in there, but
he's just a douche.
He is doing a terrible job. I so hope your friend doesn't.
Next time it happens, call him out on it. Embarrass him about it, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Doesn't sound like she should date him. Josh, tell us about your experience with negging.
I actually heard about it because it's on a book called The Game Book.
The Game Book.
and it's for guys to learn how to pick up women. And actually, one of my friends has this book, and it talks about negging and all that sort of stuff in it. I personally don't see the point. It's just, low. But
it definitely is.
Basically, it's more of a sort of alpha male.
It's psychotic is what it is. It really is crazy. I'm just Googling it now. The book's called The Game by Neil Strauss. And so many people have texted in saying, keep him mean, treat him mean, keep him keen.
It's a weird mentality, eh?
Why can't boys just be funny and be nice to girls? It works every time.
All right, one more phone call.
Giselle, you know quite a lot about negging through your ex-boyfriend. What did he used to do with it?
Yeah, unfortunately I do. He used to teach other men how to do it. They used to pay him.
What?
What? They go out, they travel out and pack, just pubs and stuff. And just use all these terrible techniques to kind of call women into shagging them, I guess.
So he was like a professional wingman.
Yeah.
He was a professional douchebag.
Professional negging.
Did he use negging on you? Do you think it actually works?
Oh, at the time I thought he did, but...
But in hindsight, he was doing it to you?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I can't believe
How much did he charge?
I have to say, he was a pretty smooth dude.
Yeah.
How much did he charge?
$50.
$50 to teach people how to be a
Per
dick.
guy, but he'd take out like 4 or 5 guys at a time, so he'd go out on a Friday or Saturday night.
And it was like a one-lesson thing. This is bizarre.
Yeah, no, it is a thing, and it does happen quite a lot.
What city is he based in?
What's that? In Auckland.
In
Oh,
Auckland?
no, I'm giving it away now. Hope he's not listening.
That is
No,
craziness.
screw him. He's a dick.
Well, thank you so much for your call, and I'm so glad you broke up with him.
So that's all, yeah, so much.
Interesting stuff, man. So many interesting phone calls.
There's so many douchebag dudes out there. It makes me embarrassed to be a dude, eh? This guy's quite funny, though. Someone texted in saying, girls neg me all the time, but I still don't get anything.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the Edge.
Are you a hipster, or do you want to be a hipster, but you're having a really bad time in the beard department?
Yes.
Well, we have got the problem solved for you because
Great.
there is an amazing new surgery that is being done over in the States, obviously. Especially in Brooklyn, it's quite popular, obviously.
Home of the hipster beard at the moment.
It is the home of the hipsters. And what they do is for hipsters that can't grow a beard, they've been going and getting beard transplants.
What?
So kind of like, you know how Martin Crowe did those ads to make your hair grow back if you were going bald or whatever?
Yeah, and Shane Warne had the same operation.
They go in and they get a little bit of your hair off your head, but they do a hair transplant a little bit from your head where it grows real thick, and they transplant it onto your face so that you can
Gross.
so that you can grow a beard. Isn't that amazing? Like, why are you that desperate? Just get a head wig. Like, is there a merkin for the face?
Oh, yuck.
What's merkin? What's
A
merkin?
merkin's like a wig for
It's a pubic wig.
I was going to say that more classily than that.
A pubic wig?
Yeah.
That's the medical term for it, yeah.
Yeah.
What's a merkin?
A pubic wig.
No, so is it a wig you wear because you don't have any pubes?
It's a pubes wig, yeah.
Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like you're going bald, Mr. Johnson, but we've constructed this hair out of your pubes. Either way, it's not good.
I love how you just pretended you didn't know what a merkin was, and we all know that you've got one.
My question is, this hipster beard thing, can they only take hair from your face? Because I know a lot of guys have got really hairy backs.
Why'd you look at Guy when you said that?
Because no.
I got a hairy back. No need
But
to.
also-
I'm not offended by it. I'm a man.
Some guys have got really hairy butts as well. So could you get a butt beard?
No, because I would want their butt hair on their face.
Someone who really wants a hipster beard, obviously. We should bring this to New Zealand.
This is a real thing.
No, I'm very happy with this staying away from New Zealand. That's ridiculous. Just because you want, like, get a new trend. If the trend is something that your body can't do, then it's not the trend for you.
Chang can't grow any facial hair. I would happily sacrifice my butt hair to give Chang a beard.
Butt beard.
Sharyn just coined another phrase.
What?
If a trend is something that your body can't do, then it's not the trend for you. Another classic Shaz dogism.
I am an inspirational bitch.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the bloody edge.
Hurry up, Sharon. Do the thing you want to do.
No, I didn't do it.
Do it. You know you're going to do it.
You guys all got angry at me, so it doesn't matter.
Just do it. You're gonna,
Sharyn,
someone on the show got found on Tinder.
Sharon's got helium in her hand and she wants to do that.
she really
gag.
wants to do a high voice. Go, Sharyn,
No,
go.
I can't do it because I can't get the thing undone. So you have to wait for this amazing gag.
Oh, Chang's going to beat you to it.
Hello, Sharyn. How you doing?
Chang.
Chang, you've
Oh,
spoiled
yes. Hello, guy. How you doing?
it. Nice to see you, Chang. You silly man.
Okay, bit done.
So now,
Forget about the helium.
Are we all good? Can we move on?
I don't think we can.
I've ruined the bit.
Chang has clocked comedy forever.
Good producing,
You
Chang.
could take some tips from him.
Okay, so this is what we were actually talking about. Over the weekend, a listener found a member of this show on Tinder. For those who don't know, Tinder is the dating app which matches you with strangers for sex.
Not necessarily for sex. People are on there to find love.
So, they can,
They
sure.
found love in an online place.
Yeah. The person who was found on Tinder was you, Chang.
Yeah, you told me yesterday. I was like, what happened? I was like, oh, was that it?
Do you know the best thing about this, though, is that Your profile pic on Tinder, you so wanted people to know that you worked at the Edge just to get some hot babes. Like, you stood in front of the Edge signage wearing an Edge t-shirt with your fingers up, like, straight away.
No, there was multiple photos. I didn't know why that one appeared on the front page.
I think that you were just trying to play the Edge card. Go out with me, I get you movie ticket.
Hey, since I started working here, I've tried to play the Edge card many times. It does not work.
Worked on the weekend with Anna.
Hey, Chang, how long have you been on Tinder?
I don't know, when it first came out.
Oh, really? You're a Tinder OG?
Yeah, OG. When it first came out.
How many girls have you met? Like, how many girls have you had success with?
I found a lot of friends of mine on there, which is really funny.
That's awkward.
Yeah,
do you match with them just in case there's some romance below the surface that you're not aware of?
I feel ladies in the office is on Tinder here also.
Really? Did you swipe them?
Yeah, they obviously didn't swipe me.
No.
JJ, someone found JJ on Twitter.
Tinder,
sorry. They're so the same. No, but someone found JJ on Tinder and they gave her a swipe and she swiped back.
Ooh, so, like, what's she doing
on there? I mean, she's been married a long time and she is married to Dom, so I'd be taking up a lover as well.
She's looking for a third wheel.
Someone found me, and can I just say that it's not me. It's someone with the worst pickup strategy of all time.
Pretend to be Guy Williams.
It is actually my friend CJ who swiped you.
Yeah.
And then he swiped back yes, and it's like, oh, hello, guy.
Is CJ a man or a woman?
Woman.
Oh, okay.
Why didn't you just come and see me face to face as opposed to liking my fake Tinder profile?
Because you look way better online.
I love that that's someone's idea for getting girls is choose an unsuccessful dude to make their flag post photo.
Someone did that to my husband once. They went around impersonating him, and he had to ring up and break up with this girl. He was convinced that she was going out with him.
It would be weird, though, to come across, I guess, Guy on Tinder, but I reckon for some reason extra weird to stumble across Chang on Tinder.
Why?
I don't know. I just find it weird if you came up and were like, hello.
It doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I know. But people...
But if it did say something, it would say, hello.
How you doing?
People would have found some weird matches on Tinder, like some people that you know, some people in your office, some people that you know are in relationships.
We had someone that found their friend's mum on Tinder and swiped both ways. But we want to know the weird people or people you wish you'd never found on Tinder.
Yeah, who did you find? Who came up? Doesn't matter if you swiped them or not. Yeah, was it
Chang?
Was it TK from Shortland Street?
Call us now, 0800 The Edge. Or text us to 3343.
Nailed it. It was totally worth it.
Who did you awkwardly find
It took me that long to get the balloon done.
on Tinder? I want to know that this afternoon. This is Lord and Ribs. Is there any more helium over there?
Thank God nobody found me, because I'm married. That's Nosborough.
This is Ribs. Guy, Sharyn and Clint, you're on the edge. It's 5:15.
Old Chengalang got... he's not busted because he's sweet with it. He's been on there for a while. One of our listeners, someone who listens to The Edge, found him on Tinder, screen capped it, posted it up on the Edge Facebook page, which has over 200,000 people on it. So his Tinder profile is well and truly out there now.
Well, hopefully now he actually gets some swipes.
He looks quite adorable in the picture. Actually, you'd give that a swipe. If you want to see the picture, we've reposted it on the Guy, Sharyn and Clint Facebook page.
But we want to know who you've found on Tinder. Who have you found, Lee?
I've found my ex-boyfriend, and we both swiped each other.
Did you end up getting back together after this, or was that just like a drunken swipe?
No, it was a drunken swipe, but we did end up back together.
Oh, how romantic.
Not really. You know how your mummy and daddy are always like, never go out with an ex? Tinder just quite hasn't caught on to it yet, I don't think.
So you swiped each other, got back in touch, got back together, and then broke up again?
No, still together, but, you know...
It's all right.
I never meant to do anything twice.
Well, sometimes it's all right to get back with an ex.
Are you calling up and like regretting the relationship that you're currently in?
No, I'm not doing that. Not technically. You know, it's hard being
Not technically.
No, lots of people break up and get back together. Look at Pink and her husband. They broke up. They got divorced and got back together. You can go back twice, just not 3 times.
Look at Rihanna and Chris Brown.
Ooh,
True romance.
Look where that's going to go.
That's a bad example. I got back together with my husband and I broke up and we got back together. We were all right.
She was saying like it was like a bad thing though.
But she's still in it.
She's right now bad-mouthing the relationship she's in.
Get in there, Lee.
Yeah,
Good
thanks,
on you.
Lee. Thanks for the call.
Hayden, who have you found on Twitter? Oh, Tinder.
Tinder.
Shivers, sorry. Tinder. Who'd
Or
you find
Twitter.
on Tinder?
I found myself on Tinder and Grindr.
What? Tinder and Grindr?
So Grindr is the gay version of Tinder, yeah? So you got me saying it now.
Yes,
It's the gay version of Tinder.
Yeah.
How did you find yourself?
Well, I was just searching through the profiles because with Grindr, they find always the local ones close to you, and I was searching through and I found my Facebook profile photo.
Yeah.
And someone had just obviously gone through Facebook and thought, oh, I like that photo, so I'll do it. And he ended up being a really old, creepy man.
Really?
Whoa.
Did you get him to take the pictures down?
Yeah. I actually rang his phone number that was on Grindr and Tinder and off another phone, and it was some yuck old man.
I wonder how often that people have gone to meet him thinking it's you, and then people that are just like, or how many actually go, yeah, I'm here.
Oh, well, I'm already here.
Might as well give it a go. Wow, that's crazy.
That's the strategy anyway.
I'm glad you got your face back,
Might as well give it
It's like you see someone with Jennifer Aniston's photo and you turn up and you're like, oh, I'm going to date Jennifer Aniston, and you turn up and it's all disappointing. You're like, oh, well, may as well just stick with it.
Yeah, I don't want to date Courtney Cox.
I've come this far now.
No, but what does the guy say when they turn up? He's like, my bad.
Got ya.
And who have you found on Twitter? Oh, Tinder.
Tinder.
Sorry, who have you found on Tinder?
Right, so I was swiping as you do, and came across a photo that looked fairly familiar, and that was some girl with Lord as a profile picture too, and Lord on there as well.
So she was trying to be, hello, date me, I'm Lord's friend.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That is terrible. Oh, well, it's good to see that people have found some weird people on there. I still think the weirdest one is that guy that found his friend's mum and they swiped each other.
Someone texts in saying, I started talking to this guy who was pretty cute on Tinder till I found out he was my cousin.
Oh, that'll do it.
My sister-in-law found a friend of ours who was getting married next weekend.
Oh.
That is bad. I hope she told her friend.
How dumb can you be to go on Tinder for that kind of thing? Anyway.
Someone said, I snapped a reporter off 7 Sharp last night.
Oh, I wonder
But if you're a reporter from 7 Sharp, you can just go, if it turns out bad, you can just go, I was actually doing a story. Journalism.
All right, hey, thanks for your calls and your texts. If you're swiping around Tinder tonight and you come past Changalang, which way do you swipe for yes, left or right?
I don't know. I'm married. If I was on Tinder, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, just give it a go, I suppose.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Itch.
I weirdly walked in on Sharyn in the toilet.
We've already talked about this. It's gross.
No, actually, you didn't weirdly walk in, Clint.
The debate continues.
You stormed in because you thought I was going through your stuff, and I wasn't going through your stuff.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't. You had a toilet bag that was hung up open on the sink. Anyone that walked into the bathroom could have seen what was in it. I was trying to have a joke about you having condoms in your toilet bag.
What? I still don't understand what the joke there is. Good on you, Clint, for practicing safe sex.
No, I was just making a gag at him because we were away, and I was like, "Why do you need those when we're away?"
So it was at a hotel. It was at a hotel. By the way.
I get it. I get it. Hey, very good question. Why did you?
They weren't condoms.
It wasn't. It was antihistamines. It was a joke. It was a joke.
You know how sometimes you think a condom is an antihistamine, and then you go to put an antihistamine onto your willy, and then
I don't know what an antihistamine is.
And then you're like, "Do I just rub this on?"
An antihistamine's a pill you take when you've got hay fever.
Oh, I need some of those.
So we were at a hotel, just to give it some context, or a motel, and my room was upstairs and Sharon's was downstairs. She came to hang out, and I thought she was going through my stuff.
And I wasn't.
And I figured because
what do you have to hide, Clint?
Nothing. But I figured because she was talking and she was calling stuff out that she was decent. So I stormed into the toilet. I was like, "Get out of my stuff!" Sharyn was weirdly standing at the sink with her pants down, like she'd been to the toilet, but her pants and her undies were down.
My undies weren't down. My undies were. It was just my jeans.
Oh, not what I saw.
Oh my god, I don't know my panties on.
I don't think you did.
I'm sure that I did. I'm sure I did because I'm always real paranoid I'm going to get walked in on the toilet.
We need to do some forensics here.
Yeah.
What colour, Sharyn, do you think your panties were? Let's figure this out.
They were black with Victoria's Secret written all over them.
Black Victoria's. What colour panties do you think you saw or didn't see?
I didn't think I saw any because I don't think she had any.
No,
on.
You noticed black ones.
I definitely had panties on because I said, "No, you've seen me in my panties."
Stop saying panties. I'm not comfortable with it.
I'm not comfortable with you charging in the toilet when I'm in the bathroom.
So it's a bit of he said, she said. No one's really apologising. I feel like you should apologise to me. But,
no, I yelled out to you. You said, "Don't go through my stuff." I was like, "I'm not going through your stuff."
I did awkwardly walk in on Cooge last year, and we were in Fiji, and he was in the shower. That was my fault, and I got a full bumtle.
Excuse me, how is it my fault when you charged into what I thought was a locked bathroom?
It's my because
it doesn't matter. You were the one that decided to walk in. If you had just stayed out there and not wanted to know what I get up to in the bathroom, then it would have been fine.
The saga continues, guys.
Either way, we're closer friends after this weekend, eh?
No, we're
Too
not.
close, some would
We're not
say.
now that I may not have had undies on. I thought I did.
Let's open the phones up now. Who did you walk in on? Was it your mother-in-law? Was it your friend's girlfriend? Was it someone you shouldn't have? But
a criminal who was robbing you? Could be anything.
Who did you walk in on? Who did you bust in on? Was it awkward? Was it awful? Was it disgusting? Was it awesome? And you're like, this is an accident, but I'm glad it happened.
Is that what happened on Saturday?
No. 0800 the Edge or text us to 3343. What do you want? You say on. Do you want me to be excited about it?
No, well, just like a compliment wouldn't have hurt.
Put the question out there to you to call or text in with when you awkwardly walked in on someone. And we got quite a few text messages, but no one really prepared to talk about the experience on air. Like, it seems like it's quite a scarring experience.
The first time I ever saw another lady's thing was when I was doing a concert in Timbero with Suzanne Prentice.
What?
You were singing?
Yeah, and
Did you see Suzanne Prentice's thing?
Was it Suzanne Prentice's?
I was like 8 or 9 or something, and I walked in on her in the bathroom.
Poor old Suzanne Prentice. She's a dear old lady, the cornerstone of New Zealand.
I know. And it made me feel like I was missing some stuff.
For a second. Oh, wow, okay.
What did she say when you walked in on her?
She just like pushed the door shut. It was only like a couple of seconds.
Did everyone here sing with Susan Prentice when
I did,
they were kids? Yeah, we all did.
Yeah.
Because she put on a choir with every kid at school, so she'd sell out these huge venues by everyone's parents coming along.
It was
she
smart.
She was running a genius like Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, you didn't clue me into that until this year. Up until now, I thought I was the only one who sang with her. And I was like, guys.
Everyone in New Zealand
Not you,
did.
mate. Everyone did.
It was a scam, I tell you. It was Suzanne Prentice was raking the cash.
No, it wasn't. Look at it. It was like 20 years ago. We're all still bragging about how we sang on stage with Suzanne Prentice.
You know how we would have got more phone callers for this segment if we said, call up if you sang with Suzanne Prentice?
Oh, no. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know.
No.
What's the name of this person that we did get on the phone?
Don't know.
Are you still there, person?
Yeah.
Hello, who did you walk in on?
My uncle.
All right. And we're on the radio right now, so you got to be really careful as to what you
Guy,
say.
This is your phone call.
Was he sitting on the Portaloo?
No.
Was he? Should I just stop this conversation now?
How old are you?
13.
No, we don't want to. I don't want to hear that conversation.
No. But read the text
any good
messages.
texts come through?
People have said things like, I was in the Lone Star and I was going to the bathroom and then the waitress walked in. Help me here, guys. I'm treading water after that uncle one phased me a little bit.
This is actually the shittest radio.
I walked in on my in-laws.
Can we just play a song?
Okay, let's play a song.
There's so many text messages coming in saying, I sang with Suzanne Prentice. Oh, it's 25 past 6 o'clock.
We're really overtired, eh?
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the Edge.
It's been a rocky old show today, but don't worry, guys. I'm here now, and I am about to save the show with our most award-winning segment. Oh, I didn't push the right button. It's a bad start.
You're doing a real good job at
right, guys.
saving the show, babes.
I'm going to save the show now.
Gossip, scandal, romance, sexy, news. Clint and the Glossies.
This is not a way to save the show.
Get the highlight reel ready, Chang. Right, this is the part of the show where I collect up the latest women's magazines to come out today because this is the day that they come out, and I peruse them for
They
your
actually
listening
come
pleasure.
out on Sundays.
No, only in Auckland.
Oh, right.
Around the rest of the country, it's Monday.
Burn.
There you go. The feature has already proved its worth. The first magazine I've picked up this week is NW, or New Weekly Magazine. The lead story, Kim K's butt is on the cover, and it says, "My butt is out of control." Cellulite, stretch marks, sagging. Kim is forking out $350,000 to fix her bum.
Is that true, though?
I don't know. It's in the magazine. It must be true.
I think it's just a bad angle.
Look at that bum, though. Isn't that incredible?
It just looks big. It's not out of control.
Yeah, it looks... out
of control would be like the bum's trying to leave her body and go to the theme park or something.
Or if her bum was like...
had a tattoo and owned a motorbike.
Yes.
That's actually what it is in the story. Jay-Z's in there as well. He's terrified of going back on the kale diet with Beyonce. I used to have a girlfriend who was on CrossFit, so I know Jay-Z's pain with that kind of thing. So you and me, Jigger Man, just another thing we've got in common. And
it's
in
the
there,
only thing you have in common, that and you're both male.
also in there, 8 OMG moments from Miley's Bangers tour. Spoiler alert, 8 of the OMG moments, 6 of them were her touching her vag.
That's not surprising. And she's wearing a G-bang, and how many?
Most of them.
Right.
Women's Weekly this week. The lead story in the Women's Weekly is our Prime Minister John Key. He's on the cover with Brona. The interview is touted as their most intimate interview ever. I didn't read it.
By the way, her name is... wait, you didn't read it?
No, but I know you did. I was just going to ask you about it.
I skimmed through it. It was not intimate at all. I was hoping for some juicy John and Brona sex details.
Yeah.
None in there whatsoever. The deepest part is where he's got his feet in the pool, and they're not even that deep. Can I just say, though, that her name, I just wrote, you got me off track, her name's Brona, not Brona.
Really?
It's not like bro, nah. I think that would be way
You
better.
should tell John Key that, because he's been saying her name wrong.
Other than that, there wasn't really much in the Women's Weekly this week, so I didn't enjoy that one too much.
Threw it against the wall.
And the final glossy magazine that I picked up today for our segment, Clint and the Glossies, brought to you every Monday, telling you what's in the glossies, is one of my favourites, That's Life, which features no celebrities.
And they're proud of that?
There is a new feature in That's Life. It's called Babyface. The caption for Babyface is, "We pay $50 for every baby used." So, need $50? Just exploit your kids and send a picture of them to That's Life.
It's not really worth it to defile your kids like that.
Oh, some people like seeing their babies
For
in magazines.
$50.
$50 though.
Hey, times are tough. Whatever's going to put food on the table, babes.
Also in That's Life this week, it's a lead story, it's a cover story, your cheese horoscope. It can tell you what sort of cheese you should be eating.
Really?
Based on what star sign you are. So let's do you guys.
Okay, I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn, Sharyn, you... earthy and disciplined. You don't like taking risks, so it's a tried and true cheese for you. A basic cheddar or Edam will satisfy your palate and your sense of self-restraint.
That's good to know. My trainer says no cheese for you, Sharyn. So it's good to know I should have Edam.
Guy, what's your star sign?
I'm not really sure. I think it's like the Virgo one.
Virgo? If you're a Virgo, you want to please, so when it comes to cheese, you'll analyse them until you find the perfect one. A smooth Danish Havarti, a table cheese that can be easily sliced and melted, is the perfect choice for you.
I can't believe you just said that this segment was going to save our show today when you just
I think it's been good.
What cheese is the right cheese for us to go with our fictional star sign.
Yeah. And that right there is another edition of Clint and the Glossies. You're welcome, New Zealand.
My life just changed.
For the better?
No.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
Thanks, everybody. That is the end of the podcast. But we appreciate you for listening to it. We're sorry that it's over, but that's all we had for today, and we'll make another one tomorrow.
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Why?
Why?
Because life is good, and I'm happy as can be.
Because you're in love.
Yeah, basically. with a girl who doesn't love me. It is a sad story of unrequited love.
Oh, why would you do that? That has hurt everybody's ears, Clinton. Say sorry.
Sorry, it was the balloon, but I am sorry.
That's the podcast.
Thanks for
Stop
listening.
it.
We really appreciate you
Stop
listening,
it.
everybody. Immature. No more.
That's going to hurt people's ears. Don't do that. Don't. It sounds like your little diddle.
Bye.
So does that.
The Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.